Hi, everyone, and welcome to OEM Update, where we talk about everything you need to know about this year's vehicle model lines in order to better sell them. My name is Megan Cusack, editor of Motorcycle and Powersports News, and today we're going to be talking about the 2024 Moto Morini Escape 650. The Escape 650 is Moto Morini's adventure model and boasts a base MSRP of $7,999. So, let's dive deeper into what exactly this bike has to offer. But for that, we're going to go straight to the OEM source. Joining me today to give us an overview of the 2024 Escape 650 is Chris McGee, Chief Operating Officer for Moto Morini USA. Chris, thank you so much for jumping on to speak with us today.
Well, it's fantastic to be here with you, Megan. It's a great honor to be able to talk with you and all the MPN readers and dealers out there about all the exciting things happening at Moto Morini.
Excellent. Yeah, we're happy to have you here. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with the Moto Morini brand, you guys just came to the US, in the last couple of years here. Can you give us a brief history of the company and, what ultimately brought you guys to America?
Yeah, it's a great story. Of course, Moto Morini founded in 1937 Italy, Italia del 1937. So it's a great legacy historic Italian brand that was never really imported into the United States by the factory before. So even though we've got this great tradition and legacy and heritage in Europe and around the world, it was never a brand that was brought into the States from like kind of mid 60s to mid late 70s. There were a couple of private importers that would bring a few of the bikes in, but it wasn't ever a factory effort. So we had they would bring in a few bikes and not do well, and then another importer would try to bring in a few different bikes years later and not do well. So Moto Morini is known, if you're you know been in the industry a while and maybe you're a collector and somebody that appreciates fine legacy Italian brands, but for the probably the majority of riders and probably dealers, Moto Morini here in the U.S. and North America is a really new opportunity for them. So Moto Morini has been around a long time, a lot of heritage, a lot of history, a lot of innovation, and it's just exciting to now be able to deliver a legacy Italian brand here to dealers and consumers in the U.S.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And so now, specifically about Moto Morini, what sets you guys apart? Why should dealers consider bringing you on?
Yeah. Well, Moto Morini is designed, engineered, developed all in our European headquarters in Milan, Italy. So you're getting a really finely made and designed Italian motorcycle. So when you see a Moto Morini, it's very different looking than anything else. It's got that quintessential Italian style to it that is unmistakable. So I like to say in Milan, in Milano, or where our headquarters are, we have Ferrari and Alfa Romeo down the street, and we have Gucci and Prada up the street. So it's a really great place to have some exciting design and ingenuity and development coming out. We've got a state of the art design studio from 3D model. We do everything from 3D modeling to CAD to 3D modeling to full clay sculpting, all in our studio. So it's a really state of the art facility. So with Moto Morini, you're getting that exciting heritage brand that you can't fake. You can't fake the history and tradition of Moto Morini. And with motorcycles now that are very achievable for consumers on a great price point, with tremendous margins for dealers that we're servicing here in the United States from our North American headquarters in Irvine, California. Every bike is warehoused here, every part, every accessory. So we're able to service all the dealers' needs and get consumers on a Moto Morini very easily and efficiently.
All right, that's fantastic to hear. Now, bringing the scope down from Moto Morini specifically to the Escape, which, talking about Moto Morini's, quintessential Italian design there, this is a very unique looking adventure bike. Can you give us a brief introduction to this model? Which types of customers are looking for the Escape?
Yeah, the Escape is just a tremendous all-around motorcycle. The styling is fantastic. The reliability, the quality, the high-end components that are on it. You from our Brembo brakes and ABS to our Marzocchi forks and Kayaba suspension. The components, Pirelli tires, are not tubeless rims. We're sourcing some of the best components from around the world to feature on the Moto Morini Escape. And the Moto Morini Escape right now is the number ninth top selling motorcycle in all of Europe. So think about all the bikes
Nice.
going into Europe. Moto Morini Escape is the number nine top selling bike in all of Europe. And it's the number one selling bike in Italy. It's the top selling bike in all of Italy. So when we bring this bike, the Escape and some of our other models, the Cemezo STR, the Cemezo STR, into the dealerships now, you're getting a bike that is tried and true and tested and reliable, with a history of elevated sales around the world. So high end components on a great platform, a 649 fuel injected parallel twin, lightweight. It's got enough power to get you into trouble and enough power to get you out of trouble. And the not only the styling is great, but the rideability of the bike is fantastic. The geometry that goes into the frame and the rake and trail make this bike a very nimble handling bike, whether you're commuting to work, whether you're riding off road every day, or a little of both. So the Moto Morini, with its mid-size displacement and great styling and reliability, is really a bike that we're finding dealers like, because it fits a void within their product line. So you're able to get all of this great bike at a great price point, and having something that is easy for transition riders, maybe the dirt bike riders, getting a little bit older, wanting to get into adventure riding. But some of the other offerings in the market are maybe too large a displacement, too heavy, challenge to ride, or they're just priced out of the market. So it might be a segment that they're looking to get into. It might be a re-entry rider. It might be a second bike. You might be a cruiser or street bike rider, but you like to play on the weekends and you want to ride from your house out to the trails or into the woods. So we're finding that the Escape is really kind of a very all-purpose bike for a vast majority of riders.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great to hear, especially since, the industry is trying to even, woo new riders into there. So definitely good to
Mhm.
hear there. Um,
Yeah.
Now, you talked about some of the great components and new features of the bike. Can you just break down more specifically the different trim levels for the Escape and some of the specs associated with those, some of the different features?
Sure, yeah, and our Escape, I mentioned some of the great components that it has. There's also really, comfort features on it as well, like our 7-inch full color TFT display. It has full Bluetooth connectivity for phone, music, maps. LED headlights. We also have backlit controls on the handlebars. So you're riding in climate weather or in the evening. You've got great visibility. Of course, USB ports, fully adjustable windscreen, fully adjustable suspension. I might add that the Escape MSRP standard, $79.99 MSRP. So you're able to get into this great historic legacy Italian brand with all these great components for less than $8,000 MSRP. So we also offer the Escape in an SE version, the special edition, and now the SE comes fully equipped. This would be somebody that is looking to ride a bit. They're going to put some miles on the bike, or want to go camping, or go to some events. So the SE comes completely fully loaded with every thing ready to go. Three-piece aluminum luggage set with a top box. They're all like similar key. They're all quick detached. The top box can fit a triple X full coverage helmet, slots for your phone, your wallet, everything fully lined. Drop bars, a taller windscreen, hand guards, and skid plate. So you're full off-road capable and full, ready for the weekend, ready for event, or ready for some long haul riding with the SE. And that SE has an MSRP of $87.99. So very achievable, a lot of value for all the equipment that you get on it.
Very awesome. And what kind of power do these bikes put out?
Sure, our 650, our 649 liquid cool, Bosch fuel injected parallel twin. You're looking at horsepower, a little over 60 horse, and a little over 42 foot-pounds of torque. So, like I said, it's very responsive as well. So, whoop, 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 right off the bottom, it just pulls all the way through the power band. So, and you're going to exceed 100 and 110 miles an hour easily. So if you need to get someplace quick, it's got the speed, it's got the agility, it's got the handling, and comfort too. With a really achievable seat height of just over 33 inches. And so it's a very manageable riding position, and we also offer a little bit lower seat as well. The foot pegs come with about a 3/4 of an inch rubber bushing on it that you can also take off for those that want some bite onto their boot, and also so lots of adjustability for rider preference and height. Our handlebars actually have a 9-point adjustment to it, so you can really tailor the fit. So great, comfortable ride, great response, great power, great reliability, and great components, all in a Italian design motorcycle.
Now, all right, so changing the perspective here a little bit, what is Moto Morini doing to help dealers move these units, or any of the units you guys have currently?
Yeah, Moto Morini is really connected to dealer needs. So we have a great team of RSMs that are visiting dealers nationwide. So they have that in-person connectivity to all the dealers. We also fully support the dealers through our home office here. So we have people here that manage all of our aftercare needs. We'll help with any questions dealers have, and sales and support staff here in the office. So between our in dealer availability and visits and our support staff here, we have a tremendous, really intuitive, easy to use dealer online portal where they can do all their ordering, parts, look, any kind of warranty claims, anything like that. It's all very intuitive, very easy to use, and fully supportive. So they can choose to talk to us directly, or they can choose to use our intuitive online portal, or a combination of both. So we make it very easy for dealers to connect and work with us. High level of service and support is really essential. We have all of our motorcycles, all of our parts, all of every nut and bolt, every accessory warehoused here in Southern California. So we're able to get anything to any dealer in the country in a matter of days. So it's you're never going to be wanting or without a Moto Morini support or Moto Morini motorcycle or product offering. We have a great flooring program, makes it very easy for dealers. We have some great incentives for dealers, working with them. And we also have some great consumer financing programs at partners. So some of those, whether it's dealers working with us directly, dealers financing their buyers, we make the process very, very simple and easy for dealers in Moto Morini.
All right. Now we might come to one of the most important questions here, because for the adventure segment, it's all about the accessories. What would be some of the most popular accessories for the Escape?
Yeah, I think that our three pack luggage set is really unique. It's incredibly lightweight, easy to detach, and it comes in a set of three or just a set of two saddlebags. So you can choose kind of your option. Being similar keyed is fantastic and fully lined. They also have little gussets at the top and the corners if you're strapping on more things, a tent or more luggage. So you can adapt it and add on. In our three box set, I believe is around $1,600. So you're getting an all embossed with our great eagle logo and really great looking and easy to put on. Anybody can put those on at home, or the dealer can do it for them pretty easily. And then also probably our drop bars are very popular. Protect our the great design, the great bodywork. But even if a tree jumps out and hits you in the woods, all of our panels, including our gas tank cover, are all replaceable. So if something like that happens, we have easy replacement panels and the gas tank cover as well. So you'll always keep your Moto Morini looking as good as the day you bought it. Whether it's the skid plate or the drop bars or our two or three piece luggage set, all the accessories that you'll find from Moto Morini are really value based. These are tremendous quality, easy to install, but we make it a real effortless decision for the buyer to upgrade when they're ready. These items are really designed to be engaging with the consumer and for the dealer. Great margin for the dealer and great easy price point for the consumers, so they can continue to accessorize and make their Moto Morini experience better and better.
Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today, Chris, and thank you so much for taking the time today to talk with us about the 2024 Moto Morini Escape 650.
Great, Megan. Thank you so much again, and thanks to MPN for taking the opportunity to talk with me today. It's always a pleasure. I want to remind our dealers to go ahead and take a look for yourself at the Moto Morini Escape and our full line of product offerings at motomorinIUSA.com. Also, please follow us on Facebook at Moto Morini USA or on Instagram at Moto Morini USA _motorcycle, so you can stay up to date on everything that's happening. When we'll be at the upcoming AIM Expo this year and every year with some new product offerings and unveilings. So we've got some exciting things happening at Moto Morini, and we continue to develop more and more great products with that great Italian design heritage for the dealers and consumers in the U.S.
For more information about the bike or to become a Moto Morini dealer, head to motomorinIUSA.com. And as always, stay tuned to MPN for more of the latest and greatest in motorcycle and powersports news.